Welcome, welcome to the Connect Show, Texas. We are so excited. Yes, do a little dance, do a little dance. It is time to get up, level up, and we're excited to, of course, be back with you today. Each week, we are diving into different topics of conversation with boss babes who are just leveling up, like my co-hosts, Wendy and Michelle. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hello.
So, you guys, so good. So today we're going to kick off the show talking about branding, right? We hear it all over the internet. It's a buzzword. It's pretty popular nowadays for small businesses, large businesses. But, you know, really a buzzword. It's the hallmark of your business, your brand. And all of our guests today have really come to just share how they're building their brand, strong brand. So make sure you take some notes before we get all into it.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to be talking about the aesthetics of branding. And that's the visual, just beauty and the effects of our brand that really creates and frames us as business women and business people. So ladies, how often do you update your branding?
I think it all depends on what type of business you have, how often you rebrand, because I know when we owned clubs and when we owned bars, that was like every
let me find out Wendy clubs and bars. Now, so what now?
And we did, and you probably know it's PBS now in Midland, but it used to be the Ritz downtown, and girl, it was happening on Friday night. But anyway, you know, going back to branding, and I think it all depends on what type of business you have. So, for example, in, you know, the club bar industry, I would say every 2 years. What about the Connect? What about as far as that, Natalie? What do you have to say?
Yeah. Well, the first thing I'll say is that if you are not branded, you are not reaching your full financial potential. I think that companies respect you better, look at you more professionally when you are coming with a full package, a mood board, a branding board, particular fonts you're using, hex codes for your colors, right? So when Oprah calls, or, you know, some of the other networks that we might be willing to delve into in the future, when they call and they say, well, what pink is that? Or what green is that? I can tell them exactly what those codes are. It's FF10AC, right? So I think it's really important to know what that looks like for you specifically as a brand. But, you know, like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they're not changing all the time. Some brands, I think it just all varies, right, with your business. If you're a big brand, Cheerios has looked the same since 1982, right? And Coca-Cola, Pepsi, I mean, they found what's worked and they're sticking with it. Target, another great example. Walmart. For smaller brands, you know, I think you might have some ability to make some changes until you find what's perfect. And I think testing the market, testing your clientele, the demographic, and seeing what they're attracted to will help you find that space in your own business to know if you are set on the imagery for your business or your brand, or if you need to do a little bit more work. Well, today we have millionaires joining you today. We have women across Texas coming to bring the heat, and we are excited for our packed show. So stay with us. Michelle and I are going to ask a little bit more about these bars and these clubs, and we'll be right back.
One Executive Suites is Midland's premier co-working space that meets the professional workspace needs of freelancers, travel for business, or professionals that work from home. Co-working is an inspiring working environment that saves members with its cost sharing. We also have different membership options available. High-speed internet and free parking too. One is the place to work hard and dream big.
Hi, I'm Ananda Lewis. I help women thrive. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Ananda Lewis, or on my new app, Elixir, available in all app stores right now. And you're watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, welcome back, Texas. So we are excited to sit down and talk to our first guest today, Miss Candace Perez. She is the creator of the Posh Picnic right in Austin. And I'm just so excited to have you today. Welcome to the show, Miss Candace.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here with you all. Love chatting.
Oh. Hey, girl.
We're so glad to have you with us today, because not only are you an event specialist, and you've also coordinated many, many events in Austin, but the Posh Picnic is your thing, right? And it was really born out of COVID. Can you tell us what inspired Posh Picnic?
Absolutely. So last year when the pandemic hit, I truly had zero idea the magnitude of how it's going to affect the event industry. All of my events canceled, postponed, and it wasn't until May that I realized that I really needed to make a shift if I was going to survive, if my business was going to survive. So I had to think outside the box and find a way for people to celebrate their special moments, their accomplishments, date nights, anniversaries in a fabulous way, but still socially distant. So I came up with the idea of picnics, but with a elevated and modern twist.
Yes, you did.
Yes, we love that so much. But I know that some people might be thinking, okay, picnic, juice boxes, lunch boxes, but that is nothing like what you have, correct?
Absolutely not.
Can you please tell everyone a little bit of what they can expect when they are working with you?
Of course. So I consider it an outdoor upscale dining experience. So it is a full table setting, rugs and pillows for lounge seating. We have candles. So it's like a candlelit dinner. We have locally sourced charcuterie boards and wine. It is the full thing.
And I love how you talk about the way you just got started, being able to shift through COVID. I know we've talked about this. A lot of people still have not found the way to pivot or figured out what to do. But I know community is important to you. Tell us about, the initiatives you've been able to grow or blossom under this Posh Picnic luxury opportunity you built.
Well, giving back is truly the core of my business. Previously, with my event company, I held a charity event for families for the holidays to give gifts to children in Child Protective Services. I am a mother. I have a huge heart for children. And this year during the snowstorm, I provided with the Posh Picnic meals for over 100 people.
Wow.
Yeah, next month we will be partnering with a local charity to give school supplies for back to school.
The picnics all can be tailored from a cute date night, picnic by the pool, or as you call it, a Texas-sized party. What would you say is your most popular package?
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas, right? Even the picnic.
Right.
My signature package is my Posh and Poetic. It is a seamless experience. So it comes with a styled picnic. It comes with a charcuterie board. It comes with wine, and it comes with Brazilian truffles. I set everything up for my clients before they arrive. When they get there, they just experience it all. I come back when they're done and clean everything up.
Candace, people want to check you out. Where can they follow you? I know you have a fantastic Instagram and your website as well. Share that.
Thank you. Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, the.poshpicnic, and my website is theposhpicnicatx.com.
Yes, ATX, baby. I love it. Well, we're happy you were with us, Candace. You guys make sure to follow her, check her out on Instagram and all the places. We're going to take a quick break, and up next, we sit down with a 7-figure income earner, and also the owner of Latina Pro is stopping by. We'll be right back.
Good morning. This week's tech tip from Shelby Technology Solutions, we're going to cover some interesting news that's coming out of the tech world. Now, I'm sure that you've heard of Zoom, or Zoom Rooms, or Zoom Webinars, or Zoom as the hosted phone system. But in case you didn't know, Zoom, of course, had massive growth in 2020, somewhere along the lines of 326%. Well, Zoom recently announced that they are going to acquire Five9. In case you didn't know what Five9 is, Five9 is a contact center platform, basically. So I know a lot of us think of contact centers as a cubicle farm, but with 2020, that changes everything. whenever you contact, whether it be your car company or your bank or whomever you may be reaching out to, a lot of people are working from home. So it does seem that it's a natural progression for Zoom to acquire Five9. It'll definitely help with their customer base. And like he said, it'll help deliver more happiness and value to their customers. It's very easy to use, it's user friendly, and it has a lot of great features. Thank you.
Well, welcome back to the show, Texas. So our next guest is the Dr. Iyabo. So good. So many gems. Get your paper, get your pen. He's passionate about helping women reach financial freedom. And I love this. I think it's so important for all women today to find their own bag, have some money of their own. And today we're talking about her coaching business. We're also visiting about her self-publishing. She's an author and has a very successful YouTube channel. So without further delay, please help me welcome Dr. Iyabo to the show.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. So there's three ladies in red and one in black.
Yes, everyone had a phone call without me. But I love it. You look good. So good.
Oh my goodness, Dr. Iyabo, we're so excited to have you on the show. I am a coach as well. I'm just so eager learning about everything that you've accomplished. And, in the past 12 years, your company, you've made over 7 figures for 12 years, boss, babe. But then during COVID, not only did you do that, during COVID, you created an online coaching business that has already in 10 months generated over 6 figures. Yeah. What is your secret to success? What are you doing? And how can you teach us to be like you? I love it.
Okay, so I don't like using the word passion because I feel like it's overused, but honestly, my passion drives me. My passion for wanting to help people. I remember when my mom is in heaven now, but she'd always tell me, she'd always say, yeah, but you can't help the world. Think about yourself as well. But I just want women to do well, because I know that we're all capable of doing well. Now, in my book, and I know we're going to talk about my book later, but one of the 3 steps to permanent happiness is, and this is also a recipe for success, is that we should all find what we're good at. So I say, use your God-given gifts to elevate yourself and also to elevate other people.
Dr. Iyabo, you also offer group coaching. You also do one-on-one coaching. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I've been mentoring for 15 years. And I love teaching. I just love transferring what I know to people. So last year with the pandemic, because my practice had slowed down, like every other business had, and I'm like, you know what? All this teaching I give out for free, I might as well monetize it. So I launched my online business. And at 10 months, which was just a couple weeks ago, I reached the 6-figure mark with my coaching business.
Yeah.
So basically I'm coaching women to make money. I believe all of us can be millionaires. Why not? So I'm coaching women to make money via my group coaching or my one-on-one. Again, my coaching is premium coaching. It's not cheap. I do want to say that, but you get what you pay for. With me, you will get the results if you implement everything I teach you.
If you want to get to your book, we know that you're an author, self-published, and it's called Permanent Happiness. Who doesn't want permanent happiness? What inspired you to write this incredible book?
So permanent happiness is peace. I call that peace, because we can't be happy all the time. Yeah. But we can be at peace all the time. We can. Yeah. So, and for me, I don't need to be happy all the time, but I do want to be at peace all the time because my faith is very strong. But I wrote my book in 2015 after my dad passed. I was a big daddy's girl. So when my dad passed at the age of 86, I was devastated. So I just slowed down. I took time off work. I used to be home alone, and then we lived in an apartment. I hadn't bought this beautiful house. I was saving up for this house. Another topic for another day. But I just got the inspiration to start writing. So I started off with journaling all what I learned from my dad, and it developed into a book. And I wrote that book in about 6 weeks or so, 60,000 words. And I searched for a publisher for a long time.
Yeah.
So if there's a publisher watching this, Dr. Iyabo needs a traditional publisher because I have another book I need to publish. But anyway, I couldn't find a publisher. So I just took it up by myself and I self-published on Amazon. And it's doing really well. With people who've read it love it. I have lots of 5 stars. And it's a very easy read, but it honestly helps you with every kind of stress in life. It just brings you peace.
We've really enjoyed having you on the show today. And can you share one more time with our guests how they can reach you or how they can connect with you?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Wendy. So I'm most active on Instagram. If you're looking for me, just search me on Instagram at Dr. Iyabo and send me a DM. It's as simple as that. If you're not on Instagram, if you're a LinkedIn woman, message me on LinkedIn. Those are the 2 top social media places where I'm most active. And then I'm also active on YouTube, but just send me a DM on Instagram or LinkedIn and I'll respond.
I love it, Dr. Iyabo. Thank you so much for being with us today. We are going to take a quick break and be back with the Latino Pro coming up.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Belinda. I'm a busy mom from a small town in West Texas. I wear many hats throughout my day, from mom, wife, CFO, and having my own YouTube channel. Pretty much anything thrown my way, I'll give it a try. I share a ton of different tips over on my YouTube, from cooking, cleaning, and organizing your home to all things mom. I would love to share all this with you. Find me over on all of my socials for the latest, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel under Belinda & Co.
The owner of Latina Pro is here, Annia Zavala. Please tell us what inspired you to start the amazing Latina Pro.
This is so exciting for me to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. I miss Austin like crazy. I used to live in Austin for a long time, for about 6 years altogether. And I moved to Miami for work reasons. And in Austin, I was a part of every Latino organization that you could think of. I truly enjoy networking. It made my life, it made my career, my professional life definitely has depended on it. And all of a sudden I moved to Miami with a brand new position, which required me to work, travel a lot all over the country. And I just never had time to meet friends. So I go from being extremely, active in networking to absolutely nothing in Miami. And Miami can be scary. Austin is just a beautiful city, but Miami is so huge as well that I started a meetup, Latina professionals in Miami. And I try to do everything in English, and Miami's like, no, not gonna happen here.
That's
so
right.
It started with 5 people joining. Today we're over 1,300 members internationally now. Because of pandemic, we went virtual, so it's been awesome.
Right.
Really.
Speaking of networking, most of us understand the power of networking. But Annia, can you tell our audience or our guests, what are the benefits of being a part of this network, your network of women?
Absolutely. I truly, like I said, I really love networking. This has been life-changing for me because you truly can only evolve the more you learn. And you can only learn more if you associate yourself with other people. It's not just about books. It's about learning from experiences, learning from activities that other people are doing. Like, you don't have to reinvent so many things. And sometimes I think that's what we try to do so much. And we forget that some other person has already done it. Why bother? Why can you? I always tell people, if I can save you 2 or 3 steps along the way, that will be my pleasure. So you don't have to make the same mistakes I made. So I love networking, not just because you get to meet wonderful people, depending on the group that you go to. You have so many, now you don't have an excuse not to network. You can go to Google, to Eventbrite, Meetup, you name it. You'll find a group that ignites something in you, and you learn from them. And it's just been such an amazing experience to meet wonderful people across the world, just by networking, either virtually or in person.
Talk about your events. You mentioned your amazing events that you have. What type of events are you offering? Are you guys getting back into in-person events now.
These events are amazing. We always do it around a theme, and it's always an excuse of something that I would love to do. So, for example, we have monthly events. We're virtual now and in person, but there's 2 signature events that we do, and that's Little Red Dress Vestidito Rojo, and that's really for all about women empowerment. It is during Women's History Month. We do it every March. This time we did it in April. We all dressed in red, as you can see on that picture right now. And then every October, we do Vestidito Rosa. And Vestidito Rosa is to promote breast cancer awareness. 12 years ago, 2013, I lost my mom to breast cancer. That's when I was living in Austin, and I had to drop everything, move back. And it was late, we're trying to promote early detection, which is really what happened in this case. And I just want everybody that you see us dressed in pink and that triggers something like, oh my God, it's already October. I haven't gone to the doctor this year. Go do it. Like there's no reason why you have to go through for what we went through already as a family.
Amen.
That's what we do.
Oh my God.
I love it.
It has been such a joy to get to know you and hear your heart and passion and how you built Latina Pro and how you really have a platform where you just want to propel people forward so they can get there quicker and all be together. It's just such an incredible organization, and I'm just so grateful. I can't wait to learn more about Latina Pro, and I'm sure so many people want to be connected with you. How can our audience be connected with you and find you?
Absolutely. We just went through we're trying to go, actually still in the process of going through a full rebranding, but our website is definitely the one that's the full menu. You have the latinapro.com, and also we're mostly active on Instagram. That was really a platform that has helped us so much. We're working on a lot of other things. We have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're working on our LinkedIn right now as well, but definitely our website.
Well, I'm happy you guys to have you today. We are going to take a quick break, and coming up next, we continue to celebrate sarcoma this month. Did you know that July is National Sarcoma Month? We are going to have a survivor with us today, Brandy Benson. She's sharing her story. She's bringing awareness. So much more coming up after the break. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to the show, Texas. So excited about our next guest. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's a veteran. Man, so much good stuff. She's also a cancer survivor. Help me welcome Miss Brandy Benson to the show. Hey, girlfriend. Welcome.
Thank you. When I read your bio, Brandy, I'm thinking to myself, wow, is there anything she can't do? Is there anything she can't overcome?
Yeah.
But in reality, I know there is much more to that. And so, Brandy, we would love to hear you share with our audience more about your background and your journey to entrepreneurship.
Yes, of course. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be amongst you amazing boss ladies. So without further ado, my story begins in California. I was born and raised there. I had a very strong mother who definitely instilled in working hard and working and being very persistent with what you want out of life. So we didn't have like an entrepreneurship family per se. Everybody were working for somebody. But I ended up joining the military, and while I was there, I got medically retired a bit earlier because I had something called Ewing Sarcoma Cancer. And due to the cancer, I wasn't able to do the same types of activities as I used to do, like physical and rough marching and doing all of those things with the Army. So I decided to get medically discharged. So I got retired at 29, pretty young. Then after that, I was going through the transition of being out of the military. And while I was there, I was seeing that there was a really big lack in the services for the resumes. Everybody's resume was basically the same. So I thought there was an unmet need there. So I opened up Resume Advantage, and I kind of created something for the veterans. That grew into something a lot larger. So we're helping more demographics than just military. It's also open to the civilian sector.
I just love the way you're generous with your story. A lot of us see lumps or bumps and these things on our bodies, and we ignore them a lot of the time. How can we spread awareness about this cancer, this type of cancer? How can we encourage people to pay closer attention when certain things arise? What tips do you have for people that, you know, might see something that they think is harmless, but really it could be, you know, something more than what they're expecting? What do we need to know?
Exactly. So first of all, it's being in tune with your body, listening to your body at all times. If you're tired, go to sleep. If you're hungry, you need to eat. So just being and having a great connection with your body and understanding what is communicating with you, because that's the job of your body. And if you have a lump or a bump or something, some sort of mass, and it's larger than a golf ball, it is urged that you get that checked out. And also with Ewing sarcoma, it's something that grows quickly. So it's not something that progresses over the years, like it's really slow. It's a very quick onset of the cancer spreading, or the cancer in that area, you know, collectively growing together. So again, so just listening to your body, communicating with your body, listening to it, and talking to your individuals who are there with you and asking them if they've seen any difference in the size, or and then sometimes it's not even just the tumor. It's also you're really tired, or you're breaking bones, or you're bruising really easily. So it's just being aware of your body and what's going on with it, and communicating with other people if they see something else that's out of the norm.
So good. Brandy, we are so grateful that you were with us today. We hope to see a lot more of you. One thing we want to encourage on this platform is just a true health initiative, so women have a space or a place or just knowledge when they have something in their own, you know, body that needs to have some attention paid to it. So just thank you again for being here and sharing your story with us today. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much, Brandy. We are so thankful. Please tell our audience how they can find you after she's done. We're going to take a quick break and be right back.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram. That's where I'm usually at. It's at brandyl.benson.
Hey, beautiful people, it's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Oh, welcome back. Such an amazing show today. I'm just in love and obsessed with every single guest. So happy
I know, Natalie. So many great tips today. And thanks to all our guests for being with us today. They were all amazing.
They were so incredible. It's so inspiring being here, hearing their stories and being propelled forward. And if you are enjoying all the girl boss magic, then you can check out our YouTube channel and watch it Netflix style at Natalie's Network.
And if you're ready to be a guest, which we would absolutely love, register today at theconnectonline.com.
That's right. All the things, you guys. Make it a fantastic day. We'll see you right back here next week.